from the end of last week's episode.
Well, now that we have our turkey done and we have these beautiful sides, there's only one thing left to do, and that is pumpkin pie. Luckily for me, I have one waiting in the kitchen. I got it for you, my dude. No, not you. Well, there goes that plan. Just roll the intro. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be turkey with mayo, boozy shallot, mashed potatoes, weird stuff stuffed in here. It's a slightly untraditional Thanksgiving kind of year. Someone ruined pumpkin pie. Basically, ruined Thanksgiving. Not gonna name names, but say this did actually happen to you and, you could eat it like this in 4 huge crumbly slices. Still tastes great, but I'm gonna show you a little bit more interesting way to use up this pumpkin pie, even in its crumbled form. All right, well, let's try to salvage this mess and turn it into something new. So if you think about it, pumpkin pie has a lot of similarities to something like a creme brulee, which would be, sugar, milk, and eggs set in a little ramekin like this and then baked in the oven. We compare that to something like pumpkin pie, that's really what this is too. It's milk, eggs, sugar, and then obviously the addition of pumpkin puree. So if we take some of this pie and scoop it into our ramekin, we kind of have a pumpkin pie brulee, or at least we have the cream part. And the brulee part of creme brulee is really just sugar sprinkled over top that is then burned. And just like that, you can come up with a little pumpkin pie brulee. And you could do this and keep it that simple, but I'm going to show you something that I think is a little bit more interesting with another food item from Thanksgiving that's often left over. If you guessed cranberry sauce, you were right, but I can't really condone the use of this jiggly gelatinous stuff. So let's make our own. Get out, bro. Medium heat, pan, equal parts water and sugar. Just give that a quick stir and let that come up to a nice simmer. Once this starts simmering, simple as come in with your cranberries, 1 whole cinnamon stick, and a nice piece of orange. And you're just gonna stir everything and let that simmer down on low for about 10 minutes. So that's after about 10 minutes. Fish out your orange peel, your cinnamon stick, and we have cranberry sauce. And just like that, we have a very simple cranberry sauce. I mean, you could double the recipe if you want, but I feel like there's always leftover cranberry sauce, though maybe not for this one. So if you're like me, you're thinking we've got sugar, and for creme brulee, they sprinkle sugar on top and torch it, So couldn't we just torch the cranberry sauce? And I had that same thought, and I honestly spent like 2 hours trying to make it work, and it doesn't really work because there's too much water in the cranberry sauce. One method that I did get to kind of work was to actually reduce this down and caramelize it in the pan and then pour it over top. But then you basically lose all of the flavor of the cranberries, the orange, and the cinnamon. It's really just caramelized sugar at that point. You can't really taste anything besides caramelized sugar, so you may as well have just done the normal white sugar creme brulee over the top in the first place. And you know, after spending like 2 hours trying to figure out a way to incorporate it where you get the flavor of the cranberry and the cinnamon and the orange and that stuff, I found I was just like, you know what, let's just layer it in. So that's what I did. So you're just gonna spoon out a nice little layer of pumpkin pie. Then we're gonna add a little treat in the center with cranberry sauce. Then coming back with another nice scoop of pumpkin. And try to make a nice, neat layer if you can. Honestly, I'm not that good at it. But now we're gonna come in with a nice sprinkling of sugar. And it's time to burn the hell out of this thing. I mean, how often you actually get to use a torch when it's useful? So you're gonna need to let this cool for about 5 minutes to get that nice hard coating on there. But to me, this is just cool. You take two things, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, that I feel like are often left over, or I don't know, people kind of just get tired of them. Make it into something new this year, and let's get a little crack for you guys. And I'm telling you, the pumpkin pie with the cranberry really pairs well together. And that is the end of a slightly untraditional Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series, and thanks for watching along, commenting, subscribing, and liking along the way. If you want to let me know which episode was your favorite, I think for me, I kind of like this last episode. Though I will say my favorite dish of the series is going to be those shallot mashed potatoes. Highly would suggest you guys trying those if you get the chance. But like I said, that is going to wrap it up for the series. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving with your friends or family if you're celebrating. And if you're not, just go get some great food. But that is going to wrap it up for me. I'll see you guys in probably about a week or so in December. I've got some brainstorming of what I want to do for the Christmas series. Holidays are fully upon us. But thank you all for supporting. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.